Okay, welcome to ACT Prep Day 5. Hopefully you have your bell ringer out. You're getting in a good system. And I want you to take about 5 to 10 minutes, pause the video, work on the problems in front of you, and then unpause and we'll check the answers. Okay, welcome back. And let's check our answers here. This all goes back to pre-algebra, where whatever you do on the right side of the equation, you can do on the left side and it stays equal. Now, how do you know the right and the left sides of the equation? That is determined by our equal sign here. The equal sign is always what divides the right and left side of the equation. So like here, if I'm going to add 61, because negative 61 plus 61 is 0, I have to add it on this side of the equation. And that's how I get D is equal to 43, because 61 minus 18 is 43. When you get down here to these, a lot of students really get flustered. And I'm the queen of these because I hate fractions. I hate them. And when I see a -5 in the denominator, I'm going to multiply everything in there by -5. Why? Because it gets rid of that denominator. What's -5 divided by -5? 1. It cancels each other out. So now I get a problem that looks like this. M plus a minus 30 is equal to a minus 155. Doesn't this look a lot better to solve than the original? Yeah. And so now minus 155 plus 30 gives me negative 125. Same thing over here. Let's multiply both sides by 4 to get rid of that divided by 4. So now I'm left with S17 minus S is equal to negative 40. I like that much better, much better. And again, then you can solve for S. So today we're going to introduce our second set of strategies and practice. A second strategy is going to be, what do you do when you come upon a question and you just really are kind of unsure about it? You're like, I don't know. First thing you need to do is you need to ask, why? Why did they give me this information? Math people are not like English people that don't just put a whole lot of stuff in there to fluff and make it sound better. They're going to give you data because it's specific to this problem and you need it to solve the equation. So it's there for a reason. What are other types of problems that you have solved when this same data is given? Obviously, if I'm giving a radius, it's something to do with circles, and it usually has to do with the area or circumference of a circle. Kind of a clue there. Here's a question on the asking. When you look at this problem, do you look at it and go, oh, I can solve this? Or are you going, no, I haven't had that yet. Edwards, that looks like really hard math. You actually have the knowledge to solve this. So let's look at it. We've got a four-sided figure and a circle. Well, if they're asking us for the shaded region inside the four-sided figure, why'd they give us the circle? Why have they given us this radius here? Think. If this is a radius, what is this? A radius. And what do we know about the radii of circles? They have to be the same. So if this one's 10 centimeters, this one's 10 centimeters. I can prove it's a square. Yay. Now, if this is a square, can I find the area? Sure. Side times side, it's 100 square centimeters. But they're only asking for the red section. Well, this section here looks like the same area as this one. And so if I only just look at that, doesn't it look like it's half? Yeah, looks like it's half. So now we can solve the problem. 10 times 10 is 100. That's the area of the square, but with the red region is only half of it, so we divide by 1/2 and you get 50 square centimeters. Yay, not so bad. Now, if you're unsure and you've asked yourself and you still can't get it, you're going to try, okay? Look at the answer choices. You get 5 answer choices and start plugging them into the equation and see which one works. You always want to start with the middle choice because they tend to go from smallest to largest. Start with the middle choice. If that's too much, then move down. If it's too little, then move up. Here's one. We have a function. When 9 is entered, it yields 6. When 12 is entered, it yields 8. So this is kind of like finding a pattern. If I try the middle one, n minus 3, it works on the 9, but not on the 12. You might even go here to n minus 4 and realize, ooh, that one doesn't work either. So let's back up this way. Let's do 9 times 3 halves. 9 times 3 is 27 divided by 2. Definitely does not give us 6. So move on. Let's go to F, 2/3. 9 times 2 is 18 divided by 3. It gives me 6. So let's try 12 now. 12 times 2 is 24 divided by 3 is 8. Yes, we have a winner. Oops, we got a winner. Yes, not so bad. Now, after you ask, after you try, then let's start eliminating possibilities. Eliminate as many choices as you can, because if you take a total guess, you have a 20% chance of getting it right. But if you can eliminate some possibilities, then you can increase that percentage. If you're looking at this problem here and they're wanting the slope of ST, you should know what the slope of positive and negative lines look like. I always tell my students, it's like I'm in Macy's department store. If I'm on the first floor and I get on an escalator and I go up the stairs, I am adding floors. So going upstairs is a positive slope. If I'm going from the second floor to the first floor, what am I doing? 2 minus 1 puts me on the first floor. So this is a what? Negative slope. So it can't be C, can't be D, and it can't be E. Now if I have to take a guess at it, I got a 50% chance of getting it right. Now you need to remember, what is it? What's that saying about slope? Rise over run. You got to rise from your bed before you can go running. Ha! Yes, I know that was cheesy. So the answer is simply going to be 2/3. Yep. Now, another strategy, and this tends to be a last resort. If you ask, you try, you eliminate, now you're just going to take a flat-out guess. The ACT does not punish you for guessing. The ACT does not require you to show specific steps on how to get it. All the ACT cares about is the answer right or is the answer wrong? So it's in your benefit to guess. And you do this. If you can't eliminate and you're not sure, you're going to guess. Now, again, if you eliminate down to 2 answers, you're going to guess between those 2 answers. This is when we're talking about guessing from all 5. Okay? You need to have a guess answer ahead of time. For example, you need to either be always bubbling the first bubble or the second or the third or the fourth. And again, this is only when you have no clue and you cannot eliminate. Okay? Every answer should be bubbled in. You don't want to leave anything blank, because if you do, it's for sure a missed question. Now, how do you pick your guess answer? Well, they do alternate the alphabet. So the first row will be A through E, the second will be F through K. And I always just tell my students, like, say you're going to pick the second one, that would be B and G. Or maybe you're going to pick the fourth one, which is D and J. I tend to pick C and H because I always heard, when in doubt, pick C. So I feel like I have to pick C. It doesn't matter, but you want to know when you get to this point and you can't, you've asked, you've tried to eliminate, and you have nothing. All 5 answers are still in play because you're just clueless. I'm going to pick C or H because that's my guess answer. And so for your exit ticket for this one, it is going to be very specifically, what is your guess answer? So I want you to look at this right now and pick. What are you going to do? You're going to pick the first ones, the second ones, the third, the fourth, or the fifth. And that's what you're going to use on the ACT. See you in class.